Okay, now I need everybody to take a step away from the counters, just so we're not bumping anything, so you guys all see. I'm not touching, you guys aren't touching. Okay, we're gonna talk to the little kids and see if you guys wanna come out and play. I brought a ball for you, this white ball right here. We're gonna see if you guys can move that for us a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot, but it would be great if you could move it some for us. And I'm keeping the K2 and the pen in sight so that we can see if it does it. Plus you can see the shadows from the lights. Can you come play ball with us? Can you come make that move? Doesn't have to be a lot. It'd be really cool if you could. You guys can talk anytime. You guys don't have to just listen to me. Try and encourage him to come out. Oh, hello. Lights just went off. Did it move?
Yeah, I saw the little black thing come and then it rolled back.
Oh, I was looking at the K2. I missed it.
Yeah, but I just have to keep turning it on.
That creepy.
Can you move it some more?
Oh, there it goes.
Wow. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. You're trying, aren't you? It'd be so cool if you could move that. And if it did move, I have the camera on. We're trying to get as much evidence as we can. Can you make that white ball move just a little bit more? I know you're trying. I know it's really hard to do. What was that? Somebody touched something?
A book just fell over on it.
Okay.
Fell over,
All right.
and none of us are against it.
Sometimes it can be the vibration for movement,
Okay,
but
but this is weird, okay?
okay.
The book is, this was sitting on the table, or the thing here, and the book was up
That
here. Now
cloth.
the book is underneath. How did the book get underneath the
She
paper?
set the paper down first.
I set the paper down first and the book was sitting up, so if the book fell, it should be on top of the paper.
They could be playing. They've been playing big time tonight. I mean, this is unusual to have as much activity as, I mean, for a cupboard to move like, the door to move like it did, all the footsteps that we had.
It fell over.
Sometimes when you first pick it up, it'll make a noise, so.
It fell this way.
Wow.
Can,
What?
did you hear that?
Yeah.
Anybody else hear? What did you hear?
Like,
Didn't it sound just like a little girl again?
Yeah.
I didn't hear a little girl, but I heard like movement or something.
Oh, I heard you move this book again.
Can you kids come up here and play?
did you come touch this?
Oh, I'm gonna roll over this skirt. I know it. I don't know how women dressed like this in the old days. Are you guys playing with us tonight? Are you having fun? Is it fun to watch us kind of get crazy and holler and if the little girl's here, can you make, oh, hello. Is that you? Can you giggle for us? Who's got the digital recorder? Okay. Can you giggle? I know you giggle. I've heard you before.
Could you tell us your name?
I will tell you, in all the years I've worked here, I've never felt threatened or scared. I've been startled. I've had some unusual things happen, for sure. It's not your typical thing to come to work and talk to the ghosts. It's not something everybody does. But we talk to them just like they're people, because we don't know if they're somebody's great-grandparents, if it's some little kid. We try and treat them with respect. We want them to respect us. We try to respect them. That's why you don't see us. We never provoke, ever. We ask that you guys don't either. We try and keep it friendly, and that seems to work for us as well as for them. We don't get in each other's way. For whatever reason, apparently something's here. We're not experts, like I've said many times. Hi. So we just try and find as much information as we can and share it with you guys, because that's why you're here, is you're as curious as we are. We're trying, wow, hello, are you trying to say something? Apparently you're trying to get through to us a bit. Wow. Can you bring the digital recorder over? Do you want to come stand in front of here? And we'll see if they can talk to it a little bit. See this device, this thing with the red light? You can talk into that and we can hear you later. We might not hear you now, but we could hear you later.
Can you tell us how old you are?
And I promise I won't mess it up this time. What I'm talking about is in the back room. Some time ago, and many of you that have done this before know this story. There's supposedly a little girl here, and we think she's around 7, or we thought she was. And we were in the back room, and we were doing a tour, and there's a couple young men with their mom, and they wanted to try some of the devices, so we let them, and I had my digital recorder going. And we asked, are you 9? Are you 8? Are you 7? And remember, at the time, we didn't hear anything. But on the digital recorder, she left me a message, and I went on, are you 6? Are you 5? And then later, and the K2s were just going crazy, so I knew something was going on. So later when I get to that point, I'm at my desk listening, and I have the headphones on. And I have to say, we don't get super startled, but we do get startled. And I'm listening, and I hear me saying, are you 9? Are you 8? Are you 7? And you hear in a little girl's voice, 7. And then I go, are you 6? Well, she didn't know I couldn't hear at the time, apparently. She goes, I said I was 7. And we're like, okay. The interesting part is that recording now has changed. We don't know why. We let a lot of the staff listen to it. I know even one of the staffers, her dad came in and listened to it, so a number of people have listened to it. It now is garbled. We don't know why. There's no reason it should be garbled. Everything else is clear but what she says. So we think maybe she didn't like that we tell this story. So she's now garbling. We don't know. But I definitely found that interesting. We also have a story possibly of her. Here towards the front of the desk. One night a gentleman did a music program for us, and he was talking to Ellie afterwards. And hello. And I was working, somebody's talking. God, I wish I could hear him right now. Anyway, I was working, it was a Tuesday night, and I was working, it was my regular scheduled shift. And I saw him stand there, and he kind of lurched back like something went after him or something. I didn't know what that was. And then I saw Ellie talking to him, and she got this excited look, so I knew something was up. And she's like, come here, come here, come here. And she said, apparently what he had said is, what I saw was, he said this young girl with long blonde ringlets and kind of an old dress came running and ran through him. And then he said for about 15 minutes after, he had what was like a movie playing in his head of her life. He saw her father, which we think is the gentleman in the top hat, her, and I guess he really doted on her terrible. And she was pretty precocious. She was quite the child, I guess. She liked her way. And so he said it just kept going on, and then it just faded and was done. And I tried to get him to come in so I could kind of interview him about it, but I think he just doesn't want to talk about it too much. So we've written up what we know he said. So when you see it in the ghost log, that's why it's entered the way it is. But You could tell something had happened because it really got him going. But like I say, I saw him go like this, and I knew something came through. Do you want us to move on? You're not moving the ball.
Hey, do
Yes.
you get car lights through those windows on the ceiling?
Possibly. I don't know because we're usually not in here this late. Are you seeing lights? Okay. There is that back door, and it might be from that. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay, we're going to keep moving. I know you're talking a little bit, but we've got to keep moving, okay?